What's up, pumpkin heads? Uh, we're missing a plant here. You're watching Moby Mike Pumpkins on YouTube. 2200 Wolf is gone. I had some problems with it. I don't know exactly what. I do have a bunch of footage of it. I'll probably just make a separate video on it, but these are just the weeds that are left, because I'm not real good at weeding stuff. So anyway, everything else is looking good though. We got 2200 Schmidt here. Whoo! That's a winner right there. 2593 Peyton, looking good too. Got that one all set up. I'll show you that coming up, and things are looking pretty good. Hey guys, got a really bad insect here I want to show you. It's called squash vine borer. First one I've seen this year. See if we can get up to him and maybe catch him. Ah, damn it. These plants all have been sprayed with a contact, so likely he will go off and die because he's been on the leaf. We'll keep an eye out. We got a bunch more work to do today. Next time I won't try and catch him on camera. I'll just kill him. But we'll probably maybe spray tonight just to be sure. So that's the first one I've seen. I know Rick saw some last week or something, so they're around. What they do is they burrow in your vine, lay eggs, and then these larvae, kind of like a maggot, they just go down your vines and chew everything out, and then eventually hatch and become adults, and wherever they bore in at, the whole vine is just going to be dead, so they can end your season. So not a good bug to have around. Well, since we're here, 2593 Peyton, I think that's the one we'll go with, and that's the backup in the back. I think I'll put this one in position and then wait about 2 days, and I'll probably cut that one. And then once they're all good, then I'll bury these vines up because I leave them kind of loose because I want to get everything under there. I slide my stuff way under. I don't worry about tap roots like a lot of people do. So, oh, and I deadheaded my main. Also, not a lot of people do that. But anyway, so keep her eye out for more squash vine borers. I was out here doing some weeding and seen that. So there you have her. All right, I'm going to put the 2593 Peyton in place today. So what we got here is, well, what you should use is just like 3/4 inch treated plywood and then drill some holes in it, 4 by 4 foot. So you get 2 pieces per sheet. This I used some scrap, screwed it together. It's not quite 4 foot by 4 foot, but close enough. And then we'll staple this piece of, they call mill fabric. A lot of guys, they get it from paper mills. Mine's a little different. It's from a wade drying operation. And then that'll be stapled on there, and then there'll be another bigger sheet on top. And then I'll slide on there. So if you need to slide the pumpkin back, they can slide on there. So I'll get this put in and show you that.
All right, first thing to note is if you don't have all this stuff, you can just put a big layer of sand underneath there. You can just get bags of sand at Menards or someplace like that, or get a scoop at a landscaping place. It's the easiest thing to do, and it works just fine. So I'm just doing some pruning, cutting some leaves off, adjusting it around a little bit. I stapled that stuff to the plywood there, and you'll see me here. I'll slide that under very carefully and keep moving it, make sure I don't break the thing off, and then I'll put the bigger sheet in underneath there, get that slid all under there, and then it should be pretty good in shape. All right, pumpkin's in position, and then you'll just see me here. I'm going to grab some soil here and just kind of bury these vines that I left loose to kind of arrange it around and to get it in the place that it needed to be.
All right, so there you go. It's in position. I know I do it a lot different than other people, but that's the way I do it. My biggest thing is I've been deadheading them. I did that on the 2261. That's the only one I did it on, but I'm going to do it on both of them this year. See how that works. I lose a lot of tap roots because I get that underneath there. But so this is a 5 by 5 area here. And like my 2261 pounder was on a 5 by 5 area, and the base of it was just about to come off. Okay. Well, that means the sides are overhanging because the base is smaller than that. So we don't want any vines in the way of where this pumpkin's going to grow or potentially grow. So now we got a reference here. So when I bring the rest of these vines around, I'm going to leave like probably at least 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet on each side. And then the area back to the fence, there's not much there. That'll be completely open. So if I need to slide this pumpkin back, I can just hook on it straight back. I can walk to it every day. I can have area around it every day to get at it. to check it out. You don't want to get later down the season where you got a vine like right here or something, and you got to cut it off, you got to grow over top of it. Just a bad deal. I wasn't able to get it perfect on this one. I try to line the blossom and stem up like square with the plant. This one's a little off kilter, but we might be able to work it over just so when I pull it back it's square there. But because of the, I'll have 6 foot of area here where I can run a rope in. If I need to come in at a little bit of angle, it should be fine, but that's why I do the walk path straight behind them so I can pull them back later. So plant's looking good. That's my backup, which normally people would be like, isn't your backup on the other side? Well, I pollinated that one early just because of the heat and stuff. It's growing well, nice shape, long pumpkin, kind of like this one. So that's awesome. I'm going to give this one probably 2 or 3 days, just make sure it looks like it's good, and then that one's going to start pushing on that stuff, and we'll cut it off and shoot it with a gun or whatever. So there's that one. And the scale process will be very similar. It's just instead of sliding a board underneath it, we're going to slide a scale underneath it. So it's 360 pound scale versus a 60 pound board. So we'll need another person for that one. So there you have her. All right, we're at 2261. I got some weeding to do under the canopy. I'm going to remove a few of these leaves on the main. This one, maybe that one, maybe these two. Just so this main vine's got some sun on it by the stump so it doesn't start rotting from the outside or anything. So we'll weed this up. Like I said, we just seen some squash vine borers over at the other plant, or one. So we'll just make sure we don't see anything going on over here. And this plant looks really good. It's got 2 vines terminated. We got 2 pumpkins pollinated. I think we're going to put the scale on this one because this is where the scale was that grew the pumpkin that produced the seed that made this plant. So kind of fitting, same spot. This is the spot where I grew the 2106, 2261. So it's always been the best spot every year I've grown in this patch. So hopefully that proves out again. All right, there we go. Cleaned up a little bit. I mean, not perfect. I don't get every weed, but those are how my stumps look. First vine, second vine. Remember, I pruned a lot off in the beginning of the year. You'll see a lot of guys that got vines here. Just, going everywhere off of this thing. It's all stressing it and cracking, and it looks like crap. Can cause problems. So that's what I do. I don't think it causes you any loss on growth by trimming some of them first ones off. So looks nice and clean, and it's a little bit smaller than a beer can right now, and give it some time and it'll be bigger than one. So there we go.